And we're live. We're good to go. We are ready to rock and roll, baby. Ready to rock and roll. Let's see here. Sweet. We are set. Who we got in the chats for? What's going on, everyone? Who we got so far? Joseph Keem, James Felikas, Timothy Robinson. Good. Greetings from the East Coast. Hello. James Keeson from East Tennessee. Good to see you guys as well. Joseph Keem, to answer your question. The order hasn't been created, but yes, you will be getting those. You will be getting the entries for those. I'll go ahead and DM you the remaining gift balance after we create those orders as well. Just it's been a little hectic, but yeah, you are going to be getting those orders in. You're going to be getting those extra entries in, my guy. Don't worry, we got you, man. You're set. You're covered. But what is going on, everyone? How's everyone's day going so far? How we doing? How we feeling? Do me a big favor, share this around with as many people as you know, because right now, social media has been really been a pain in our ass right now in terms of sharing content-wise. Even today, right, I actually had a lot of trouble with being able to go ahead and upload anything. There was massive delays. I don't know if it's necessarily targeted, but I'm just saying it was a little sus. But regardless, guys, make sure to go ahead and spread this around. Word of mouth is going to be the most popular weapon we have against the YouTube algorithm and social media gods because right now that is literally the only thing that's going to help spread the word about this live stream, about the giveaways that we like to do, and all the amazing deals we got going on in general. All right, and like the title suggests, this is a noob stream. This is Airsofters are here to help out beginners. So if any of you guys know any beginners, maybe you guys are trying to convert your little ones into little Airsofters, this is definitely the place to go ahead and bring them through. Or if anyone just has sort of a passing interest in Airsoft, but hasn't really taken the deep plunge yet, this is a great place to go ahead and hang out, ask your Airsoft-related questions. Maybe you have concerns about Airsoft in general. Maybe you have concerns about it, about joining up, right? This is a great place to go ahead and get all your questions answered. The only thing I do ask is that you do put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to spot and thereby answer. Just be patient. I do try my best. I am only human. However, you're welcome to ask your question more than once. Twice is the limit. Anything more than that, gonna put on timeout. Just don't want to deal with it. Let's avoid that altogether, shall we? But yeah, what's going on, everyone? Let's see, who else we got joining? Gigs, what's going on as well? Crazy Jay, what's happening, dog? What is happening? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Kadir Mora, what is happening? Are purchasing real soon an ARP 556. Hey, not a bad choice. G&G ARP 556 are not bad. Personally, I'm more preferential in terms of the ARP series. I definitely got to give it more towards the Classic Army PXG9 or even the X9 at that point. But you know what? G&Gs are not bad. What I do like about the G&Gs has got to be their motors. Those IFRIT motors are solid as heck. And again, it is G&G build quality, so it is solid. It just feels a little expensive for what it is that you're paying for when, you're not getting, well, depending on which ARP, right? Depending on which ARP, whether you're going with the newer ones or versus the classic, like, it just depends. It all just depends. But yeah, man, go see here. Only okay, make sure to go on. If you guys 5 likes, only 5 likes, guys. What's going on? Do y'all hate me that much? Make sure to go ahead and leave a like as well on this live stream. Let us know that you guys want us to continue doing all these free live streams, all this free amazing content for all you guys. So make sure to leave a like on there. Share this around, like I've been saying, right? Because that's the biggest thing that we need help with right now. That's the biggest thing that Airsoft, not even just us, just Airsoft in general, right? Airsofters want to be able to have a place to hang out and be able to communicate with the rest of the community. Right, and this is the place to be. This and our Discord server has got to be like the best spots for it. This and the Discord server have got to be the best spots for it as well. So make sure to leave a like and take advantage of the promotions going on, right? Even though it's a new friendly stream, I want to reward everyone that has chosen to spend their free time hanging out with us and joining in on today's live stream. So you guys can go ahead and see it right next to me. Every $50 gets you 5 entries, a tried and true classic, right? A tried and true classic. However, I want to go and throw in a little extra as well, right? So this is a beginner, stream for anyone looking to get into this amazing hobby. Maybe say has a little bit more than say $200, right? You want to go ahead and get something extra nice. I'm going to highly recommend that you pick yourself up a Mayo Gang MGC4, especially during the duration of this stream, right? Which could be anywhere from like 4:45, 5 o'clock, even just depends on how much we got in terms of viewership and participation in the live chat. But yeah, until the stream ends, I'll be running this promotion where you order yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4. I'll be getting you 50 entries, man. I'll be getting you 50 entries into tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. And for those that don't know what the shopping spree giveaway is, it's a weekly raffle in which we give away a certain prize pot. It's a shopping spree. And we got $500, which you guys can go out and win, which is insane, which is absolutely awesome. You can do a hell of a lot of damage with $500. So I'll be linking that down in the live chat as well. There we go. Put that bad boy down there. One second. Yeah, got the shopping spree giveaway rules for yourself. Again, it's happening tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow. It happens every single Thursday. Live stream for that tomorrow. So it's going to be starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, going to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to find out who the next big winner is. And it can literally go to anyone. Anyone that's new that's watching this live stream right now, you guys have a shot at winning as well. It's not just regulars. It's not just people. Again, it's not just the regulars. It ain't just regulars or the mods or whatever. I've had several times. Joseph Keane last night, it was a previous winner. Well, he admitted it on stream, right? Because he's been with us for a long time as well. He said it outright himself. There have been a lot of times where we've called a winner and it was a first-time shopper, but they just weren't here. They were not here. They were fools not to claim the prize. Fools, I tell you, the whole lot of them, because they could have taken home some big-ass prize pot amounts back in the day. But you know what? It's on them. It's on them for not taking advantage or for not believing that it's true, right? And again, you guys got to get your entries in now while you can. What counts as an entry? Any $20 or greater order. That's it. We make it super easy and attainable to get into it. And again, we've had previous winners win off of like orders for a bag of BBs and a bottle of green gas. You know what I mean? Like, it can literally go to anyone. But I'm just saying, it does come out to be an odds game from time to time. So I'm just saying, right? These promotions come in clutch, right? For you guys to go and take advantage. So any order for an MGC4, that'll be getting you 50 entries, right? Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree as well, which, again, is great because we have a lot of discounted stuff, especially for my newer players. If you guys weren't too sure what to go out and get yourself, right, on a real tight budget, right? We're talking like less than $300 too. You can get yourself something real nice this time around, like a classic Army Skirmish series, right? You can get several of these bad boys for under that price point amount, sort of the mid 200s. Some of them even lower. Right? Definitely worth checking out on those because, again, those deals are going to be expiring very, very soon as well. Specna Arms as well. We actually just started getting some new Specna Arms guns into our system as well. We're getting some new Specna models onto the site as well. Those are going to be very, very cool. With the Hall ETU, those are going to be up on the site very, very soon. Although we just got in the AKs as well. The Specna Arms J70 Core Series, those are pretty sick as well. Very affordable. Under $200, $179. And again, there's still a lot more that are discounted as well, right? Under $300 price point for sure. And then, of course, right, you got to mention the classics, right? The Lancer Tactical series of AEGs, both the Gen 2 and the Gen 3 series. Tried and true since, 2017, I believe? Yeah, since 2017, if I'm not mistaken. These bad boys have been kicking ass and taking names, and for good reason, right? And you can get some of the really, really nice models for literally a steal, a freaking steal, and it's absolutely insane. But if you guys have any questions, maybe you guys were newer players looking to get into it, right, and you just wanted to ask my opinions on a certain airsoft gun before you pull the trigger, get it? Airsoft gun. Anyway, before you pull the trigger, by all means, you guys are more than welcome to ask away in the live chat, and I will be doing my best to answer all your related questions. Just make sure you put the letter Q right in front of your question. Let's see here. Ivan, why was the team MWS heavily discounted? Because we can. Because from time to time, we can. From time to time, we can get discounts. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can work out. Sometimes it works out in our favor, and we're able to give you guys the best prices possible. You guys see the timers on these things, right? On the shocker deals, for example, right? Those timers really are, on that time. Like, once the time is up, that's it. That particular item might not be discounted on the next batch of discounted items. It can literally happen at random, right? Sometimes your favorite brands and models might be discounted, but only for a limited time. So we always say it's always wise to jump on the opportunities and not let them go to waste, right? Because you never know. You never know. Jaw me broke from buying KWA Q10 mags and batteries. I do understand that. Joseph Keane, so just saying, tomorrow is mine again. Hey, you know what? It's up to everyone else, right? If everyone wants to go ahead and make sure that Joseph doesn't win, then they got to get their orders in, unless you just want him to continue winning it every single time, right? I'm just saying, it'd be wise for everyone to get their orders in while they can. James Keterson, my Mayo Gang Mark II just shipped today. Hey, baby, that's what's up, baby. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that your MGC4 got shipped out. I'm glad for you, man. I'm glad for you. That thing is gonna absolutely freaking dominate the field, man. That's what I love about those guns. The guns built by Airsofters for Airsofters, and trust me, once you start putting a battery into it, start taking it to the field, you're gonna see exactly what we're talking about here. Gigs, I know I asked this last week, but did Boaz choose the ASG Tactical Strike eye goggles? Did Boaz chose it? I mean, in general, like I don't know what you mean by like in what context he chose it, but like yeah, man, like if in general, like if you're looking for just solid low profile eye protection, yeah, the freaking ASG Tactical Strike eye goggles or like that set just works so damn well, especially if you wanted something that was going to be very very affordable. Another option for my beginners out there, right? If you guys are looking for a very very cheap eye protection option, because again, depending on the field that you play at, a full ANSI rated eye protection is going to be a mandatory. Most of them I know of are going to require that. ASG Strike, type that bad boy in. And there you go, right? You can either get the protective glasses or the goggles. Both are going to be solid picks. I like the protective glasses. Even though they say glasses, they are actual goggles. They are full seal. They are ANSI rated as well, so very easy to go ahead and, protect those eyes without being super bulky, unless that's the profile you like, you know what I mean? And if that's the profile you really are going for, then by all means, don't let us stop you. But this is just coming from one airsofter to another. I like stuff that's going to be a lot more lower profile. I don't want to have to worry too much about, like, okay, is it like my goggles too thick, with two C's? They're just too thickums. I can't really properly aim down sights. I can't use my optics. Again, it's all individual preference. If you're going for a very particular look, by all means, don't let us stop you. Don't let us stop you. All right, keep scrolling through. James Kesterson. Oh, do you know when the new Gen 4 Land Tactical is coming out? Actually, it's funny you say that because let's just say they're going to be coming out fairly soon. I don't have too many details, but I'm letting you know it is going to be pretty swanky when they do come out, man. It's going to be pretty swanky when they do come out. They're like literally Boaz and Iron are probably in the same boat when we say this is going to be like one of Lancer's like probably first true high-end AEG that they're coming out with, man. And honestly, I'm impressed. I'm very, very happy with the direction that they are going. I'm very happy with the direction they are going. And I know that there's a lot of hype built up around the Gen 4. So that's going to be sick when it event finally does get released, right? Greetings from the Philippines. I'm always happy whenever I can get a pretty like eclectic viewership in terms of like where people are watching from, whether it be from like maybe just a different state or maybe a different country, across the world. That's awesome, man. I feel like Pitbull right now, Mr. Worldwide, just with hair, colored hair, mind you. Keep going through. What does everyone say if I buy an MG4 Mark II, I get 50 inch? Yeah, it can be a Mark II, it can be a Mark 1, Jaw. You buy any of the Mayo Gang MGC4s right now, you're getting 50 chances, my dog. 50 chances, bro. 50 of them. I'm just saying, we've tried to keep the price as attainable as possible. $315, that is worth it, dude. So freaking worth it. I know there are some people out there that love to compare it to other high-end brands out there. I guarantee you, this punch is well above its weight class. And this is going to dominate. I'm telling you, man. And so many different colors, too. So many different colors and variations, to fit whatever sort of style or aesthetic preferences you might have. I am definitely more partial to like a black and a bronze variation. I know the Black and Bronze Mark II, I believe, is currently sold out, but the Black and Bronze Mark I is available, and the Solid Black is also available as well for the Mark II. So I'm just saying, you got options, man. You got options. All right, scroll down the most recent comments and questions, because I feel there's going to be a few more. Daniel San, we've been looking into Arcturus LWT Mark I Sport AEG Carbine. Francisco, it was offline for its price. Thoughts? I'm brand new, just looking for some direction. Daniel-san. Yeah, dude, that a Karate Kid reference to your username? But that's cool if it is. That's really cool if it is. Daniel-san, that's a very question, man. That's a very good question. And welcome to the live stream, dude. Welcome to the live stream. You definitely chose the right spot to hang out with. Yeah, dude, if you were looking for another great pick, you can definitely go with an Arcturus LWT. You can definitely go with an Arcturus LWT. Those things are solid as well. Those things are absolutely solid. If you were on a pretty tight budget, I would say that, yes, you can definitely go with the individual gun by itself, right? And the money that you can save, you can use that towards a battery and a charger, right? That's definitely an option for you. These are great. Arcturus has been known for their shimming, right? They do basically, in a nutshell, for all my beginners that may not know what I'm referring to, they basically assemble their gearboxes very, very well. They are put together very, very well. They take a lot of time and effort into putting the small little tiny details, which is really cool to see. And again, the fact that they have a model like this, like the 10-inch Sport LWT, is very cool to see. It shows that they do care about their beginner player base as well. And for $157 at GI only right now, I'm just fucking good, man. It's really freaking good. It's really good. I would say it's worth it. I would say it's even worth it even more though to go ahead and just get yourself the package. The starter pack is worth it, man, because like you would end up spending a few bucks more to get this same setup. And this is a solid battery and charger, too. This is a solid LiPo battery that you're getting right from the box, man. It's a solid LiPo battery that you're getting from the box, in addition to the freaking charger as well. It's good, man. It's freaking good. Or lithium-ion, not LiPo, lithium-ion. You are getting a solid lithium-ion battery and a charger as well, which, again, that's what we want to see, right? Because there's a lot of different guns that exist out there that you can get, and not knocking any of them, right, for including a battery and charger. That's dope, right? That seems like the beginner's dream, to be able to get a gun that is going to give you everything that you need, essentially, to just tackle the field right from the get-go. That's dope. That's cool. And I want people to be encouraged to do that as well. But the battery and chargers that you do get a lot of times with these packages are not always going to be the best quality. They'll work. They'll get you through the day, no problem, right? But maybe at some point down the line, more like eventually, you're going to want something a little bit nicer, right? And I'm glad that Arcturus does have the package together. For $220, honestly, it's worth it. It actually is very much worth it. So, Daniel-san, I would say if you were going to get it, get the starter package, because that is going to be definitely the best bang for your buck. But you can do the individual gun, too, if you want. It makes it a lot easier, And for $220, right now, every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree. So, what is that? You're getting 20, you're getting 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Insane. 20 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway all to yourself. That's $500. $500. Let's see. Yeah, you'd want the pack with LiPo? Hell yeah. So I spend at least $220. In general, yeah, like that's minimum what you would spend for like battery, charger. If you were gonna buy everything separately, bare minimum, and it might not be the one that you really, really want. Versus this, where it's like, hey, this is legit battery, a legit charger, and the gun is great. $220, like it's insane how Arcturus put that package together and kept it affordable, and I'm glad that we carry it. I'm genuinely glad that we carry it. So yeah, I would say this is definitely what you want to go with. And what's cool about it too, Airsoft GI, right? Wombo combo, baby. Any orders $179.99 or more qualifies for free UPS ground shipping. Not expedited, obviously that you got to pay for that, but free UPS ground shipping. So very sweet, very sweet. Get your hustle up. That's a very good question too. What would be better than a Gen 3? Remember, guys, if you have any airsoft related questions, put the letter Q right in front of your question. Definitely makes it a lot easier for me to see. Makes it easier on the eyes too. But yeah, man, to go ahead and answer your question, what would be better than a Gen 3? It depends on what you mean by better. Obviously, there are many different interpretations of the word better. Do you mean something that offers better range, better accuracy, or do you talk about shoots faster? Do you mean something aesthetic-wise? Because bear in mind, if it comes down to a matter of just design and look, Lancer makes like so many versions of their guns, man. It's insane. On the Gen 3 alone, you can get a ton of different variations of the Gen 3. But it all just depends on what it is that you ultimately mean. Now, I actually am a very big fan of the Lancer Tactical Gen 2s and Gen 3s, especially the Gen 3s, right? One of my personal favorites of the Gen 3 lineup has got to be the Gen 3 Helion and the Gen 3 Archon series. I think those are fantastic, absolutely bloody phenomenal. Right, something like this, right? Gen 3 Helion, yeah, something like this, right? You honestly can't go wrong with something like this, right? Obviously, this is the carbon variation. There's other colors other colorways that are available, but something like this for the price, it's kind of hard to beat, man. Like it actually is kind of hard to beat that price. Right, that's one of their biggest drawback, or not drawback. One of their biggest draws is that it's like so affordable, so attainable, and that it's competitive right from the get-go. I'm kind of hard pressed to say anything is really better than that. If I'm gonna be completely honest from you. Let's see. Yeah, it's really gonna be hard to find anything that really comes close to that level of performance. But that also is at that really, really affordable price. So I'm not even talking about like let's forget about the fact that it's discounted to like $210 right now, right? Which is insane. It's like $234, right? That alone, that retail price is so worth it. So worth it, considering you are getting a programmable ETU right from the get-go, a solid AF, and I mean as fuck. Because we've run these guns over with a car, and these things will not give, right? We've dropped these things several times, and they won't break. They just won't break, right? We'd have to put it under some pretty extraneous circumstances in order for it to truly break. And even then, even if it physically broke, after those extreme circumstances, the electronics still function, man. We have one the one that we used in the YouTube video that we lit on fire. Yeah, that one still works. We have it in the marketing room. It still functions fully, so it's kind of hard to beat that. Now, if you just don't like the design of it, or maybe you just wanted a different option, hey, you know what? Classic Army ECS models, these are fantastic as well, right? Let's see if I can find one that I really, really like. Yeah. So that's the Nemesis series. Where'd you go? Mark 8. No, it's not too bad. Let me see if I can find one. Just give me an example, right, of what I'm talking about here. Yeah, okay, sweet. Oh, dude, hell yeah. This is a banger deal, man. This is a steal, right? Okay. So take a look at this, right? This classic Army MK16 skirmish, right? You got that, nice sort of Block 3 URGI style rail system on there. Very cool. Nice durable polymer construction. And I know it's durable because we've also torture tested the polymer on the classic Armies, and these are solid as well. You are getting an ECS programmable trigger unit. Now, it is similar to the Nebula MOSFET where you do get programming options. I will say that this one is a little bit easier to program. The only downside with this one is that this one is going to offer a few less features. Like, you're not going to be able to do a binary trigger on this ECS, right? Or any of the models, the classic Armies that are using ECS MOSFET. But it is still very easy to program. Like, you can do it within like less than a few seconds, man. It's so damn easy, and it looks great too. It looks great, and you can get it literally for less than $200. It's normally $220. It's less than $200. I'll link that one as well in the live chat as well, so you guys can go and take a look at that for yourselves. Right? That is another fantastic pick too. You can't go wrong with that. Right. Also, like, kind of hard pressed to find something like that. I still think I have a preference more towards what you get value wise in the Gen 3. I think for me, aesthetically, I definitely like this one a little bit more just because that rail is super cool. Right. That URGI rail is clean. But in terms of just like internals and what you're getting, I would have to give the slight edge to the Lancer Tactical Gen 3, in my personal opinion, right? In my personal opinion. I've heard people like a lot, I don't know why they do this. I've heard people be like, no, I just go with Specna instead. I'm like, dog, you realize that they're coming from the exact same factory, right? They literally have the exact same OEM, right? It's so funny when people try to go out and compare it to like Specna. It's like, dude, it's the same thing, man. It's the same freaking thing. But hey, you know what? Maybe you just like the look of a Specna instead. Nothing wrong with that either. You can definitely get one for a hell of a steal as well. Again, it just depends on what you mean by looking for better. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very subjective term. All right, keep screwing through. Dartree, what's going on, man? Just going on, dude. What's happening? Just saying, y'all need to beat 65 so far. I mean, hey, we need y'all help to do that. Then we need y'all help to do it because social media has been extremely unforgiving and unrelenting when it comes to throttling our content. So that's what we need every single one of y'all to go out and help out with as well. Sharing this around. Word of mouth is the biggest weapon that we have in our fight against the YouTube algorithm, in our fight against the social media gods. Because, man, is it an uphill battle? It is an uphill battle. Prime Tech Customs, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Lady, every time I see your name, man, I'm just like, oh god, goodness gracious. Are you guys going to stock up on the Aeroflex face cards again, or are you guys done selling the Aeroflex cards? Honestly, like, we liked having them. It's just a matter of when our distributor can get some more in. It really is just a matter of when our distributor gets more. When they can get more in, yeah, we can get more in. It's just, again, it's always going to be a little bit of a toughie getting stuff like that in, especially when it's more niche stuff that isn't just airsoft guns. And even then, airsoft guns can take some time as well. Keep scrolling through. Okay, yeah, I answered all those. Scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. Oh, God. DJ, what's going on, DJ? Any order for an MGC? Yeah, it's supposed to be. I thought it said MGC. Yeah, it's supposed to be 4. Yeah, my bad if it's a little weird. It looked. I swear it looked right on. Yeah, it's supposed to be any order for an MGC4, right? So order yourself any MGC4, whether it be Mark 1, Mark 2, any colorway that you like. Yeah, you're getting 50 entries right now. But again, only till the end of the stream, which either going to be at like 45 or at 5 o'clock exactly, just depending on participation in the chat, depending on viewers as well. All right, only 14 likes. Now we're sitting above 30, but only 14 likes, guys. Remember, leave a like on this live stream. Lets us know that you guys want us to continue offering all these free chances for you guys to get extra entries into tomorrow's $500 shopping spree giveaway. Okay, let's see here. Where's Whiskey? He is not in on Wednesdays and Thursdays. He's in Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. On Fridays as well. Let's see. Keeps going through. Yeah, Anthony Burstman, just get the MGC4 Mark II, won't be disappointed. My man, you know what's up, man. I mean, it's true. Like, these things just, man, they're built like freaking, like, I can't say enough good things about them without sounding like a broken record, right? So I'll just say this, right? You want something dope. You want something that's gonna perform really, really good, like better than most people's AEGs, stock from the box. Like this is gonna be the one. This is literally purpose built to do that, right? And look good and serve as a great base for you to put any sort of accessories that you want on there, right? This is gonna be your right, whether Mark 1 or Mark 2. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that, right? And of course, you get 50 chances. There you go. There you go. Aaron Randall, any Speedsoft parts recommendation? Depends on what you're looking to do. It depends on really what it is that you're looking for. Parts for what? Which platform? Are you looking for, maybe something for a high kappa? Are you looking for an APO1? A G-Series style pistol? Were you looking for tactical gear, do you mean, in terms of parts, like for your kit? Just depends ultimately what you mean. If you're talking about an airsoft gun in general, whether you're doing Speedsoft or Milsim, number one thing, I guess there's like several things in that category. The biggest things that you're going to want to upgrade right from the get-go before you do anything else, before you even think about like, oh, I want to change this gear set out, I want to shoot, crazy RPS. Like, no. Biggest, most important things that you want to change out. Barrel setup. If you don't already have a rotary style hop chamber, change that out for, a decent one, right? If you do, sweet. Polymer, don't even bother changing it. Don't even bother changing it. Get yourself a solid Type 4 inner barrel, bucking, and hop-up nub. If you're rocking with AG, right? If you're rocking gas-filled pistols, bucking and inner barrel. And you can, if you really wanted to go ahead and change out the hop-up chamber. So I will admit some guns I think do need it, but not too many of them in general, right? Bucking and inner barrel, and you're set, man. Like, getting the consistency, the improved range, like, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the biggest thing that you need, really, at the end of the day, right? It's going to be the biggest things that are going to be a big help to you in your gameplay, right? But it ultimately just depends on what you're looking for, right? Really, really depends. Some people love, I can sit here and be like, oh yeah, I love the Cow short stroke kit, right? I may like it, but maybe some people really don't like losing the ability to have a slide lock activate. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't really like like short stroke kits out there, right? I can go on and be like, oh, I really like this slide, from Atlas Custom Works or Airsoft Masterpiece or what have you, right? But hey, maybe some people don't want to spend $300 something on a slide, right? Really, really depends, and that's definitely more of an aesthetic thing, really, at the end of the day, right? Unless, of course, you break your slide and you're just looking for something cool to replace it. So there's that. It just a little more specifics. Ruben Moreno, do it, Daniel Son. I love my Mark 1 CQB. Yeah, man, it's true. And I'm gonna shop around. I'll definitely buy from GI. Hey, Daniel San, welcome to the Mayo Gang, man. Welcome to the Mayo Collective. You will not be disappointed, man. You will not be disappointed. Again, that's the biggest thing that we like to go ahead and do. At the end of the day, we really do prioritize trying to give you a good experience, right, with Airsoft, and trying to give you the best recommendations that we possibly can. And all the guys in the chat are really, really solid about it too. They're all solid dudes. They're all solid dudes that really want nothing more than to have this hobby continue to thrive and continue to survive, right? Even well into the future when we're all dead right now, right? We want to have Airsoft be a thing for the next generation. That's what we're all about, man. That's what it's all about. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anything. Speedsoft parts for V2. Okay, it's for V2 M4. I mean, depends on what you want to do. If anything, like, I can give recommendations for gear, I can give recommendations for certain parts, but again, it just depends on the type of performance you're looking for and that you're going to be allowed to use, because every field is going to be a little different. Again, specifics. All right, let's sure missing anything. Okay, so you're saying what can I get externally? Tracer unit, man. Like 100% tracer unit. Like, that is going to be the biggest help, I believe. It's a toss up, really, because it depends on who you ask. Again, everyone has their own opinions, but it's honestly going to be a tracer unit or like a flashlight. Those are going to be like the two biggest things, because being able to use your like a flashlight or like any sort of torch to like temporarily disorientate, like opponents or like guys on the enemy team, like, yeah, that's a big advantage that you can have, right? As long as they don't have one and they don't get the drop on you first, right? But tracer units, I feel like, are very easy because that kind of really eliminates the use of an optic, because you can literally see exactly where your BBs are going, right? And if you have your hop nice and dialed in, you really don't need any sort of optic. Now, do I think it still looks cool? You're damn right it does. I still think it looks cool with an optic, right? Especially certain platforms. But I would say just for practicality's sakes, yeah, you can honestly go with a tracer unit or a flashlight, and you're pretty much set. Foregrip, maybe just to make it a little more comfortable, right? Depending on what sort of preferences you might have for how you hold the gun. Right, thankfully, we have plenty of that stuff as well. Literally, all you got to do is go under accessories. You know, if you want to go in optics, you go here, right? If you want to go in and find trace units, go to tracers and trace your BBs. And we have a plethora of options that are available to you. And some of them are discounted too. Some of them are indeed discounted as well, right? Like this Aztec Brighter CS trace unit. It's a very, very easy pick. Small, compact, very like cool looking, right? Very sleek. It's not massive, right? Unless you really like the sort of like mock suppressor sort of aesthetic. You can go with something like this, and these work for pistols as well too, because they will have the adapter right from the box to 11 to 11 millimeters inward threads, which is really nice. These have a pretty good battery life and a great warranty as well. You can't honestly go wrong with an Aztec trace unit, and it's discounted. Normally it's 68, it's 61 right now. So very, very cool. I'll link that as well into the live chat. But yeah, if anyone looking to play like indoors generally, or if you're trying to do outdoor stuff, if you wanted a really, really cool accessory that was going to have a lot of practical applications to it, you can't go wrong with a trace unit, man. That's definitely going to be my pick. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Let's go to the most recent comments and questions. Remember, guys, every $50 you spend right now, that's 5 chances. Spend $50, that's $5. $100, that's $10. $150, that's $15. You guys get the idea, right? It's very, very simple. Very simple to do the math. Every 50 gets you 5, right? But the one I'm going to highly recommend that y'all take advantage of if you haven't already, right? You must have been hearing some words about the Mayo Gang MGC4. If not, let me tell you. Banging. Absolutely banging. Performance, banging. Looks, banging. Options, banging. You don't want to miss out, right? And you order one of these during the remainder of this live stream. That's 50 chances. 50 entries into tomorrow's $500 shopping spree giveaway. Someone's going to win. It's going to be someone's. It can be you. It 100% can be you. Even you sitting on the toilet, drinking your coffee, it can absolutely go to anyone, but you're not going to win unless you play. So get those orders in now while you guys can. All right, let's scroll down the most recent comments and questions. Remember, guys, this is a Q&A live stream, so if any of you guys, and especially my newer players out there, don't be afraid. Don't be shy. I want to help out as many people as I possibly can, right? Like Danielson, I wanted to go in and give him some things to think about as well. But if anyone else has any sort of like questions, like, how does a hop-up, work? What can I do to increase my range, or what can I do to improve as a player? Anything, random questions like that. I don't want anyone to be afraid to ask me their questions. I don't want people to think that their questions are dumb, or that, that's not the case, man. Here's the thing. We were all airsofters at one point or another. We were all noobs at some point in our career, I'll say careers, in our airsoft careers, So, hey, we had those same questions too. I didn't even know how a hop-up unit worked. I didn't even know what it did. I didn't even know what it was until, like, almost a year into me playing airsoft. Like, I had no idea because no one explained it to me. No one had any sort of, like, explanation for me. No one had any desire to teach me. And, yeah, here I am still, right? I had to learn that shit over time. So, just trying to help out everyone. Danny-san, oh, God. Oh, my throat. Danny-san, I don't know that I'd go around to a field, but possibly someday, but I have a big yard. Hey, yo, Danny-san, that's cool. Here's the thing. If you have access to, like, a big property, right, like a lot of land, right, or a big-ass yard, it's cool when you can invite, like, maybe some friends that you're also trying to get into it as well. That's actually how a lot of fields started. That's literally how a lot of fields started, that there wasn't... Remember, someone had to be the first in their area, right? So it was like, okay, we have a lot of property. Maybe I can turn this into a kind of field. Maybe just kind of charge a slight admission or something, right? Like, hey, just to, cover the cost of, like, food or, like, BBs and supplies, essentials just to get the games going. Yeah, hell yeah, that's how it starts, man. You can be the next big innovator. You can be the next big innovator in your area and have a field going. I feel like I'm asking stupid questions. Won't lie, I just want to make a proper decision. Dude, Danielson, do not worry. You are not asking stupid questions. You are not asking stupid questions. Let's put this to rest right now. I do not want you to feel that you are asking stupid questions. Yeah, that is not a stupid question. You are asking questions because you genuinely do not know. That is fine. That is 100% fine, dude. This is a safe space, man. This is a safe space for everyone to go and ask their questions, because I want more people in this hobby, dude. I want more people in this hobby, because without it, airsoft is going to die. And I mean that quite literally. So, again, new people are the lifeline, the blood that is going to keep the heart pumping for airsoft, which is why all of us, every single one of us, needs to do our part, chime in, help out people like Danielson on the fields, right, in our own personal lives that we see on social media. Help them out, man. Be a good representative of airsoft, right? And don't dismiss people when they have questions. Even if we already know the answer, yeah, cool, we know the answer, but clearly they don't. So guide them, help them. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Let's see here. Jeff Essio. Is Essio? Essio. That's right, to go in for Gen 2 Pro Line stock ETU. How's the durability? Actually, pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's not the most advanced ETU in the world, but it definitely gets the job done, right? For a basic ETU, like, yeah, it's good. Like, I actually sort of thoroughly like, even our techs actually were like, okay, this is a pretty solid ETU. Now, granted, are there, better options? Like, they were actually, most of our techs that I know, they're actually really impressed with the capabilities of the Nebula MOSFET. It's a really cool little MOSFET ETU. But for the pro lines, just you're talking about the standard Gen 2s, yeah, those are solid, man. They absolutely get the job done. No issue whatsoever, right? There's several pro lines. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, Gen 2s have like their standard models, right? They have their standard model Gen 2s, which have the polymer based construction receiver. Then you have the metal body ones, which are going to be part of their pro line series. Those are also really, really cool. Those have a metal body and will feature an ETU, unlike the standard ones. Hybrids will have an ETU, if I'm not mistaken, as well, which are really, really nice, kind of a mix between the two. But yeah, pro lines will have a metal body and will have a pre-installed ETU. Again, not the fanciest thing in the world, but definitely cool that they included one. Joseph King, Joseph is the winner tomorrow. Are you trying to predict the future or something? Hey, man, you never know. It can literally go to anyone. Anyone can be the big winner. That's the beauty of these shopping spree giveaways. It can literally go to anyone. So it makes sense. That one, premium box neck one minigun come tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I got that, boss man. MGC4 Mark II. Hey, again, I think you'll be happy with it. I think you'll be happy with what you got. Just like screwing around with something that is illegal. I'm from Jersey, so we don't allow too much. Oh, dude, that sucks, man. That freaking sucks. But hey, if screwing around in the backyard is, something you want to do with an airsoft gun, by all means. That's a lot of people. A lot of people are like that too. We forget as airsofters, not everyone tackles the fields. There's actually quite a big number of guys that like buy airsoft stuff that never see a field. Now, I would still encourage people to do so because it's fun as hell, man. It's fun as hell, LARPing around, looking in just playing some airsoft, right, shooting the homies without having to worry about going to jail, the legal repercussions. It's a vibe, dude. It's a vibe. All right. Oh, Jaw, this is a good question. Ooh. What is the best M4 PDW under 250? My dad plays with me, and he wants to because he sneaks up to the enemy's side, but the PDW needs to have good range because we play outside. That is going to be a little tricky. There's not a whole lot of PDWs that will have the exact same range as maybe even some SBRs or some like carbine length guns. However, you can still get pretty good with it if you dial in the hop up and you tune it just right. Especially if you got a good inner barrel and bucking setup in there. I would say so. I would say a good PDW under 250. You might have a few options. LT-35. This one. Oh, dang it! It was right there. Yeah. This would be the one that I would suggest, especially if you want a little bit better range and accuracy. I would say go for the Gen 2 Battle X. You could be carbine, right? This is a solid pick. Standard V2 gearbox, easy to find parts to upgrade for, right? But we already went ahead and did you the favor, threw in a Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel and bucking and hopping up setup, right? So you don't got to worry about that. It's already going to come included right from the get-go. You don't have to install it yourself. We will also still include the original barrel and bucking, but again, with the Unicorn setup, you genuinely can't go wrong. And this actually does have pretty good range, even though it is more of that sort of PCC, that pistol caliber carbine PDW, right? It actually has a decent amount of battery space as well. This would be one option that I would suggest for you, Jaw. Put that into the live chat so you can see that for yourself, right? I would say that one. You can go with the standard Battle X if you wanted to, but honestly, for what? The extra $28 discounted right now? Yeah, dude. Like, hell yeah. That's worth it. That's worth it. You can get this, the original. That one's going for less than $200, which is solid as well. But again, the Battle X has got to be one of my personal favorite options. Again, you can find magazines for these hella cheap, right? Again, $16, worth it, man, worth it. But it also doesn't just take the Lancer mags, the LT-35 mags. It takes the PTS EPM for it, the AR-9 magazines. It takes those as well. It's a little bit longer. It takes the classic Army X9 style magazines as well. It takes design arms, PW9 mags. Like, it's good. It's good. It's got a lot of different options for magazines as well. And this is what I would say to go with for like number one pick. You can also go with, if you wanted a little bit more range as well, you can also go with the PXG9. Actually, I've always been impressed with the performance of that one. Ooh, this one barely makes it, but I'm going to say yeah. This is the one to go with. This one's cool. Yeah, the PXG9 Airsoft SMG with auto drum mock sounds. Yes, dude, yes. This is so freaking sweet. This is worth it. This is cool too. Because again, you are getting the mock suppressor right from the box, right? It's a Phantom suppressor that's going to come included. You'll also be getting the Classic Army X9 auto drum mag, which is really really cool. Literally press the button and it'll wind it up for you automatically. It's cool. It's freaking sick. It's a little bit smaller. I would say the range is going to be a little bit less than the LT35 just because of the length of the barrel, but it is still really, really cool. And guess what? With the longer mock suppressor on there, you could theoretically just get a longer inner barrel just to get close to the mock suppressor if you wanted to go to maximize as much range as you could. That'd be a solid pick. And again, this is one of the very few guns, this and the LT35, have PDW stocks that I actually like. I normally don't like PDW stocks because they're so limited on battery space. Very, very limited on battery space. This is one of the few. I would say this one offers the most out of all of them right now. Out of all the PDW stocks on the market, this is the one that's going to offer the most battery space. So that's another great option as well. If you were looking for a little PDW that I would recommend, right, for your dad. I would say those would probably be my top picks right now. I would say those would be my top picks right now. Lady Boner, another great question. Do you prefer gas or electric? Both, or do you use one or the other for specific events? Typically, my go-to is always going to be electric. I actually really like going with like ERGs, like electric recoil guns, like KWA stuff, or electric blowbacks, because I think those are really, really, really fun. They do offer something, even though it's not going to be anywhere near as like as much of a feedback, as satisfying of a feedback as you would get from a gas blowback, right? Just nothing like it. At the end of the day, going electric like AEG is going to be a lot more practical, especially for my purposes. I do a lot of Milsim events, right? I've been frequenting those for quite a while, for like 5 years now, and they're great. I love doing them, but I've seen a few guys go with gas blowback guns, and they had to worry about the cooldown effect if they didn't have black gas, or they didn't have mag warmers with them, right? It always happens. Maybe some people got lucky. But I know for a fact others didn't, right? So I never really want to take that chance if I'm doing those longer, games where I'm out there for like 3 days. I didn't want to have to worry about that. So for me, it was just going with a regular AEG, making sure my batteries are charged, and bring extras just in case, and you're set. That's pretty much all I ever really needed to worry about. But both have their benefits. If I'm going to be playing a more casual game, yeah, I'll go with a gas blowback. It's fun, man. It's so much fun bringing gas blowbacks. So much fun. Let's see here. What Geek Titan comes in the Storm? This one comes from Corey Lewis. It's a V2. You will usually use the OG. We'll typically use the OG Gate Titan. On occasion, we have used the Titan 2, and they worked fine too. I think we just normally or ordinarily just go with the OG Gate Titan. All right, keeps going through. Make sure I'm missing anything. What gates? Okay, answered that one as well. It's like I said, brand new. No worries, dude. No worries. I don't know what to get upgrades for guns or how to upgrade them. What would you recommend? Normally, Daniel-san, here's what I would say. Especially, we live in a great day and age for a lot of beginner airsofters where you do not need to upgrade pretty much anything really from the get-go. It's not like back in the day where, Bossman was telling me that, back when he was playing, if you were playing Airsoft, you had to be a tech because your shit was constantly breaking or you constantly needed to make fixes on stuff and troubleshoot everything, right? It's not like that anymore, thankfully. We're in a day and age where a lot of the guns that you get now that are manufactured currently, they are solid from the get-go. You have a lot of different options for that. There's really not too many things you need to upgrade, really. I think the most important, really, for most people, like on a realistic perspective, what most people truly need to upgrade, if anything, if they really need it or just want it, would be probably range and accuracy. That's the biggest thing, right? Range, accuracy, or I should say consistency. And going with stuff like unicorn barrel setups is going to be the easiest one. It's actually very easy to install, Daniel-san. Just watch a couple of YouTube videos, and it's actually very simple. Very, very simple. Very few guns, I would say, from the box. Like, all the ones that I recommended to you earlier, Daniel-san, or the ones that you were asking about, the Arcturus LWT, pretty much don't need anything. And I'm being serious. You pretty much don't need anything, because I grew up in a time too where a lot of the guns that you would buy, you would have to upgrade to get to this current level of performance, right? This current level of performance. I genuinely do not believe that you need to upgrade anything on those in order to be competitive, because they are competitive right from the box, which is great. It's awesome. What a time to be alive for an airsofter. We always joke. Cisco and I always joke around, right? If you were an airsofter now, you're kind of spoiled for choice, right? You're really spoiled for choice in terms of options that you have available to you, especially that are affordable. So you don't have to worry about like doing like really upgrades, Daniel-san, really at the end of the day. And down the line you can if you really wanted to, and thankfully all the platforms we suggested can take upgrades, but it just depends on what type of performance you are really looking for. But then again, will you actually end up using it, right? There's this whole thing of like, oh, I want this gun to, shoot super fast and full auto, right? But the counter argument to that, the classic one is, okay, where would you use it? Because a lot of fields, wouldn't allow it. Granted, you did say that you were going to be just messing around in your backyard. I would say play with the gun first, see what you like about it, see what you don't like, then kind of compare it from there. Okay, what do I want to change about this? What exactly am I feeling? What do I like? What don't I like? What can I change? I would say that's kind of like the general progression to go. Let's see. Make sure you're missing anything. Jeff SEO, is the stock ET of the Lance Tactical Gen 2 Pro line reliable, sir? I'd say so. I would say so. Like, I haven't had any issue. I remember way back in the day when they first got unveiled, there was a few that did have like some issues with the ETU, but ever since like 2018 and on, I haven't noticed any issues with their ETUs. They definitely did a really good job of fixing any sort of issues that might have had initially and just swapping them out. Like, they're set, man. Like, I haven't had one break on me in a long time, in a very, very long time. It's on low random, but what's the highest FPS sniper available? I bought a didn't know how to use it. The highest FPS sniper available right now? Oh gosh. That's a very good question. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm actually not too sure off the top of my head. I know the one that's for in terms of quality and reliability, the one platform that I really like to recommend to people in terms of snipers has been the Del Bell VSR 10s. Those guys usually are like $450. I'm sure that we sell another one on our site that goes for like $5, but I don't remember any off the top of my head. I don't know exactly all the models off the top of my head for that one. Aaron Randall, dye mask alt, cheaper if so. I would say go for the dye mask in general, man. It is worth it. But if you did want, other options that exist out there, dye does make some more affordable options that aren't just like the I series. They actually are. Let me type them up. Dye mask, right? The I series is their most famous, right? But you don't necessarily have to go with those. You can go with the Axis, and those are still very well made, right? Like look at this Axis like Pro, right? You get this for pretty cheap. You about half the cost of an i4, right? $79, $96 right now. That's discounted. That's still a really good option. That's still a really good option as well, man. Still a very, very good option too. Yeah, there's a couple different masks you can go with out there. There's other alternatives too, but like they are still going to be around the same price point. It is a higher quality item, but you are paying for the higher quality performance. I don't know. It's hard to say performance when you're talking about a mask, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? The dyes are famous for not being able to go and fog on you, right? The dual plane lens design is so good, right? Like you have to be under some incredibly extreme circumstances to like properly fog, a dye mask. You know what I'm saying? So you do get what you pay for on that. You do get what you pay for on that. Oh gosh. Yeah, question, is there a muzzle I can put on the ACW Spectre new to Airsoft? Or AJ? Good question, AJ. For that one, I don't believe so. I don't believe so that there is one that you can put on the ACW Spectre, not without changing the barrel out to a more traditional MP5 style barrel. I don't think the current one is able to take any sort of other accessories currently. At least not in this current batch anyway. Again, you would probably have to swap out the barrel for like a proper MP5 barrel. Keeps going through, make sure I don't miss anything. Guys, we got like 11 minutes left of the live stream. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. We're over 30 views, but we're only at 17 likes. Guys, come on, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Otherwise, we might not have to do any more streams in general. We might not be able to go and do any more in the future because we need to know if you guys want us to continue doing these or not, right? And make sure to get your orders if you haven't already. Again, we got the Hood Classic, the Certified Hood Classic up right now. Every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries, but we also got the promo running for in my honest opinion, the best airsoft gun you can get. And if I'm being serious, like the best airsoft gun that you can get for the money that is going to offer you everything you need and then some. It's going to be the Mayo Gang MTC4s, Mark 1 and Mark 2 series, right? Dominate the battlefield. That's literally all you need to know. That's literally all it is, right? It's an airsoft gun developed by airsofters for airsofters. That's what this bad boy is. So get yours in now while you can because you'll be getting 50 chances of winning tomorrow's $500 giveaway. So don't miss out. Get those orders in now in the last 10 minutes. Okay, any recommendation for optic? Any recommendation for optic? Go with what you think, honestly, that you think looks cool. There's obviously a lot of different pointers that I can give out. If you're playing a lot more CQB, sort of like close range, mid range, you can go with like just a basic red dot sight, something like a T1 if you really wanted to. If you're going to be playing a little bit longer distance, right, you want to be sniping targets from a little bit far, I would say maybe go for something with magnification. Minimum, I would say like, or I don't say minimum, something around like the 4 times magnification, or you can go with like a short dot. You know, thankfully we sell plenty of optics on our site as well. I'll go here. Go accessories, you know, red, green dot sight, rifle scopes, right? You can even just type in short dot, right? Boaz loves his NC Star one, which are really, really good, but they are a little bit pricey. I like, you know, any sort of these as well. There's a lot of different options you can go with. Even the G&G one actually comes from the same factory as the NC Star one. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of different options you can go with, right? It just depends on your price point too. Depends on your price point as well and what you're hoping to do with it, right? This one's actually solid. I like this one a lot. 4 times? Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. This one's good. This is actually, I've tested this one. This one's actually really good too. The biggest thing too on this one is I've never been a huge fan of like the regular scope rings. They function, they'll get the job done, but thankfully we do sell different scope mounts as well. You could take a look for those yourself too if you really wanted, right? If you wanted to go in and change that out, if you're like me, where it just kind of doesn't fit the aesthetic you're going for, right? But again, multiple options. All right, okay, should be caught up on all. Let's scroll the most recent comments and questions. Keep scrolling through. Oh gosh, where is it? There we go. Uh-oh. Stream down. Oh. Uh-oh. We all good here? Looks like on my end it is a little bit laggy, and I'm getting a little notification saying it's streaming software to go live. No, we should still be good. I'm not sure what might have happened there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hold on. Technical difficulty. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Not too sure what might have happened there. 1 second. Almost there. Had to go there. For some reason, it got me onto like another stream. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but for some reason, like the stream page itself kind of went to another page. Really weird. Really weird. 1 second. Trying to get to the right side. One second. Almost there. Going live here. Yeah, okay. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what the frick happened there. I don't know what happened. Yeah, okay. Yes. That's what I was looking for. That's what should be going on. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. Yeah, okay, sweet. We're good. We're back. Yes, we're back. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, on my screen it was like giving me like a massive like error thing, like, and for some reason it like just quit the stream, and I was like, no, what happened? Okay, we're good. We should be sick. We should be all set and ready to go. All right. Let's see. Also good gigs. Only items that are during live stream get entries, or are those outside the stream as well? So, or you can like place an order during any time, right? Any of the orders placed within the time frame for the giveaway itself. So, from last Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, till this coming Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, those are the orders that are going to be entered and counted into this coming giveaway. Those are going to be the entries that count, right? Any order that you place, it counts as an entry, as long as it's $20 or more, like I've been saying, right? Any $20 or greater order counts as an entry. I'll link the rules as well so you can read that for yourself. We're going to put that in the live chat. Control-V. Come on. Control-V. There we go. I'll link that in the live chat as well for you guys to take a look at yourself. But yeah, like that, any $20 greater order will automatically count. However, I always strongly recommend people place orders, especially a lot of you guys that are watching right now, placing orders during the live streams that we do. And bear in mind, we stream every day. Monday through Friday. The streams, we love to go ahead and throw in some extra promotions to help you guys win the giveaway, right? Some extra chances to maximize your odds of winning, right? Because, hey, you know what? It helps to increase those odds, man. You can ask Joseph Keane. He was the last winner. He was able to maximize his wins, and, yeah, he was able to go ahead and claim the dub for himself, man. Okay, make sure I missed anything. Is it a spring rifle? Yes, bolt action. Okay. Will I get my order number before the stream tomorrow? Yes. You'll be getting your order number before the stream. Order numbers, I guess I should say, because it's technically speaking two things. Yeah, you'll be getting the order numbers before the stream tomorrow. Before the stream. Please do more. I just don't want to spend without being sure. No, I get that, dude. Help all your help, homie. No worries, dude. Anytime, man. Anytime. Oh, that's the thing. We always just want to help people out and guide them in the right direction because I've had the negative experience before of trying to help people or trying to get some answers to some of my questions, man. And like I've been either laughed at, I've been made fun of. I've freaking been treated. I've actually had some really shit experiences with some other places. Thankfully, none of them were from GI. I've always had good experiences with GI growing up. I don't want to continue that moving forward. But yeah, man, like I've had some really, really shitty advice given to me from people who clearly didn't give a shit. So I want to make sure that nobody has to go through that whenever they go through us or GI. All right, keeps going through, make sure I miss anything. With my first gun, which was an M4, I saw a video on how to clean it, and it said to remove the barrel, so I did, and I put the bucking on backwards, and I thought I completely broke it. Hey, man, you know what? We've all been there. We've all made similar mistakes like that, man, where we've just, you know what, like we just weren't paying attention, or we thought we were doing it right, and it just was wrong. What was the mistake that I made during mine? I think I remember plugging in with my very first airsoft gun. I think I remember like backing, like constantly thinking like, oh man, like I tightened the motor adjustment screw. I remember tightening it all the way because I thought, why would you not tighten the screw all the way down? In my head, it was like, no, screws always need to be tightened down the most, right? So I was like, okay, you need to adjust it. And I was like, okay, I should tighten it all the way. I kept doing that. I'm like, why is it not working? I remember trying to troubleshoot my gun and everything, and yeah, that was a whole thing. In my head, it made sense. What is the best airsoft brand for external quality M4 SCAR platform? That's a very good question. That's actually a very, very good question, Nerdy. Best brand airsoft for external quality? For external quality. I mean, that's a very, very, I guess, like subjective question because, again, everyone's going to have their own opinion. In terms of external build, some people are going to say KWA, some people are going to say VFC. I think VFC is definitely one of them. They have their official lineup of the officially licensed HK guns, M27, 416. They look fantastic, right? I do think their internals generally are a little bit outdated, but I have to say, I actually really, really love the way that they look. If you're looking for just something that has like an absolutely beautiful finish, Zion Arms as well, right? Their Zion Arms lineup of guns, their PW9s, their R15s, those are going to be phenomenal. They look gorgeous, so beautiful. Look, I'll give you an example. Zion Arms R15, right? Zion Arms R15. They look solid, man. They look absolutely freaking solid. I mean, look at R15. This screams just like high-end civilian AEG, or so high-end civilian AR, right? It looks good. And I've never seen a gun that has like that good of a finish from the box, right? It's not like just like cheap paint that's just like slapped on. It looks phenomenal. It looks great, right? All right, keeps going through. Should I miss anything? Oh, God. Alexander Marcoux, what make models of mags with the AK-12 without breaking other than the Arcturus AK-12 mags themselves? The Arcturus ones typically work best with the Arcturus ones, I'll be honest. Like, even the guys at Arcturus have told us like that they recommend sticking with Arcturus magazines. However, I have tried using the, I believe I tried the PTS AK mag, the clear one, the P mag they had. I remember trying that one, and I remember that one fit. That one wasn't too bad. Other brands out there, pretty much it should be regular spec with most things out there because I've used the Arcturus brand magazine in other guns outside of Arcturus and they fit. Without breaking, I don't know. I don't. It's kind of hard to break an AK mag. I mean, not unless you're really going bananas with the freaking lip and everything. Okay, this is Fish Stickum. Another question. Wild idea question. Do you think coating the inside of a receiver metal polymer would dampen or change the sound enough to be harder to discern, like something like Flex Seal or RTV? That's a great question. I think people have tried this before. I don't know, actually. That is a fantastic question. I have to ask a tech, see what their opinions are on that in terms of like, hey, trying to get, trying to really, really condense the sound more. Josephine, what do you mean my mag warmers needed the gas side? I was speaking like Yoda. You are, I see. Mag warmers are a basically like what as the name suggests, they are little devices that help keep your mags nice and warm and insulated, which really helps with trying to play in the winter. Several companies make their own version. They exist out there. It never really took off massively, but with the rise of gas blowback on the horizon, I can see mag warmers coming back in a more mainstream way. You know what I'm saying? AirTech Customs AEG Edge grip work. I know it rewrites it, but how AirTech Customs AEG grip work? AirTech. I mean, not too sure what the question is there. AirTech. Not sure what that question means. But are you just talking about the backdrop or something, or just the way? Like it's a solid grip. I felt like the prototypes of these, and these felt good. I didn't really see it rewrite. I'm not sure what you're referring to, dude. No, my apologies. Keep scrolling through. Damn, that looks sick with the drum. Yes, it do. Yes, it do, man. Absolutely, it does. All right, cool. Should be caught up on all the questions. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, okay, I have time. One more time for one more. Do the Gen 3 Lancers have a Pro line? And you may have answered it, but any news on when the Gen 4 is going to be released, or is there talks about a possible release? No exact ETA as of yet. However, Gen 4s are going to be coming out very, very soon. That's all I can say about that. But Gen 3s have a Pro line. Not that I'm currently aware. There's no Pro line Gen 3 that exists out there. Gen 3s with the metal body that I remember off the top of my head currently. Usually with the Pro lines, it was also a metal body and their ETU, but since the Gen 3s already have the Nebula MOSFET in there, like, it doesn't really make too much sense to go ahead and change that out. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. That's not a bad question at all, Joseph. All right, guys, that's going to be the end of the live stream. Big shout out to everyone that did place their orders. I only had a few people, though. Only had a few people take advantage of the promotions going on. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, if they end up getting more entries into tomorrow's shopping spree, so be it. So be it. And guys, it's not too late to get your entries in as well. Remember, any $20 or greater order that you place right now through Airsoft GI will get you an entry into tomorrow's $500 shopping spree giveaway. And remember, every single one that you place, every $20 or greater order that you do is going to be multiple entries. So don't miss out. And make sure to take advantage of all these sale items going on right now as well. Guys, it's been absolutely real. Big shout out to everyone that placed their order. Big shout out to every single one of my viewers. I always appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Share this around with as many people as possible. And again, let's do our best to make sure that we get all the content shared so that way YouTube and all social media platforms stop bullying us, stop bullying Airsoft content in general, right? And we can go on and get more people involved in this amazing hobby. We're going to be live streaming tomorrow as part of the shopping spree giveaway, so don't miss out for that either. Make sure you're watching the stream. Otherwise, you can't claim the prize. My name is Isaias, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.